This is the most broken M4 class setup in Modern Warfare 2. This is my go-to setup. It doesn't matter if I'm playing Search, Respawn, and if I could use this baby in ranked, oh my days, we would pop off. Is that a freaking rhino? Oh, hell no. Take a look at how good looking this weapon is. First of all, you know, we got the sexy Orion, and then when we fire the weapon, absolutely zero recoil, and we're shooting freaking electricity. And then if we shoot a wall, you guys can see, look at that. That is actually so sick. For sure, one of the coolest blueprints in the game. By the way, do you want that Orion camo, but you're just a little bit too busy to grind through all 2,000 camos? If so, you should definitely check out Guapci. Guapci provides weapon leveling services, camo unlock services, challenge unlock services, such as the Warzone Nuke, and many more for all the platforms. So, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people think you have to run a barrel on the M4, but the gun really doesn't need a barrel. If I were to run a barrel, I'd run the high tower 20-inch barrel just to increase the overall damage range, but we don't really need more damage range. This thing already has a lot, and it already has a lot of recoil control, and so we're actually going to be skipping the barrel. That being said, for the first attachment, go over to the stock and throw on the Tempest P80 Strike stock. This is going to add a lot of mobility without that many cons. What you guys can also run is the Demo Fade Pro stock. This is going to give you a little bit of pros. There's literally zero cons at all, but you should be able to control the gun with the Tempest. The Demo D50 Buffer Tube is also a pretty good one. You're just going to have so much recoil, and so I only really use it on the small maps, and so overall I recommend the Tempest P80. And for the tuning, just increase the ADS speed and the aim walking speed, and so now the gun is going to be a little bit snappier, and then you can strafe a little bit quicker, and so now you'll be a harder target to hit. Next up, because this gun really doesn't have any recoil, we're going to be going over to the rear grip, and I'm going to throw on the X10 grip. This is going to add a lot of mobility without any cons at all. Some people do like the Phantom grip. This gives you a little bit more mobility, but then we're losing flinch resistance, and so I really don't like that, and I don't really recommend it, but there is a couple good players who do run the Phantom. Say you do want a little bit more recoil control, I would run the Socken, but overall I found myself doing the best with the X10. And then for the tuning, max out the ADS speed and the sprint to fire speed, and usually this isn't based on a linear scale, which pretty much means sometimes you actually get the most amount of sprint to fire when you increase it to like -0.32 rather than if you were to max that out. But for this grip, you want to max it out. By the way, if you are running one of the other rear grips, then I would just tune it for the same exact thing, just increase the overall mobility of the weapon. Next up, to add a little bit of recoil control to the gun, we are going to be going over to the underbarrel, and you want to use the phase 3 grip. For all the grips, basically, if you want the most amount of recoil control and you don't really care about mobility, the Edge 47 and the F-Tac Ripper is going to be the best. The next one down is going to be the Commando, and then the next one down is going to be the phase 3, and then the next one down from that is going to be the Shark Fin 90. Try out the Shark Fin 90 on this build, and I was doing good, but I just found myself really beaming the enemies like across the map when I had the phase 3, which then for the tuning, as you guys can see, this one is actually based on a linear scale, so we're getting the most amount of our horizontal recoil control, which is the recoil stabilization at plus 0.28, and then we're going to increase the aiming stability, since I believe we are losing that with the stock, and so we're just going to get that back, and it's going to eliminate all the sway on the weapon. Next up, we are, oh my days, it moved, you guys saw that, but next up we are going to be going over to the muzzle, and the muzzle that I found works the best for this gun is going to be the Sock and Tread 40. This muzzle specializes in the vertical recoil, and there's really not that much horizontal recoil in the weapon. It's just a lot of vertical, and so this is going to eliminate a lot of that. And then for the tuning, just increase the horizontal recoil control and then increase the vertical recoil control, which is your gun kick control. So now the gun is going to be an absolute beam, and this next attachment is going to be a personal preference thing. So the options that we have is an optic, laser, barrel ammo, or the magazine. All of these are viable attachments. If you're on shipment, you might want to run the 60 round mag or the 45. Maybe for the 10v10 playlist, because you're always in a gunfight, you might want to run the 45. For me, I prefer not to run the mag. I'm going to be going over to the laser, and I'm going to run the OLE laser, which then I'm going to tune it for more mobility. Just increase that sprint to fire and increase the ADS speed. There is going to be a little bit of sway on the weapon, but that underbarrel is going to help with that, and plus it's not going to really affect you that much. You want to use this weapon at like medium range, but you guys will see in the gameplay you can easily use it at long range. With all that said, this is an overview of the setup I was using in the gameplay, but remember, if you want, you can run a magazine, or if you want to run an optic, I recommend the Slimline Pro or the Corona Mini Pro, which then for the tuning, just increase the flinch resistance. And then for the bottom one, this is personal preference. I wouldn't really go below -0, but I would just find your preference in here. I like kind of around like 75%. What you guys can also do is go over to the ammo, and the ammo I recommend is going to be the armor piercing. This is pretty much the same as the high velocity when you do tuning, but you're going to get FMJ, so it's going to take less shots through cover. And here is the tuning for that. Just increase bullet velocity and damage range. Some people increase the recoil control, but you don't really need more recoil control on this weapon, so I don't really do do that. And lastly, if you do want to run a barrel, and by the way, I'll give you like one other setup. I'll just show you like an overview so you can take a screenshot. But for this build, if you do want to run a barrel, I recommend the Tempest Trench Pro. This is going to add a lot of mobility to the weapon, really making it feel like an SMG. But we are going to be losing a lot of our recoil control and bullet velocity, so then the gun is only going to be good at like medium range. You still can beam people, but it's going to specialize in like close to medium range. And since we are getting so much mobility, just tune in for the recoil steadiness and the damage range. So another very good M4 setup is going to be my no recoil setup. This is in my last M4 video. We are going to be running the high tower barrel. We are going to be running a laser, but again, you can throw on a muzzle if you want. You can throw on an ammo, a magazine, whatever you want. This is just what I like. And for the tuning on the high tower barrel, just tune it like this, and the shark fin should be the same as that phase 3 grip, and then everything else is going to be the same. And so this is another very good build, and let's get into the MGB gameplay. So I'm only want to release stuff that I personally would wear, and I don't really care about the profit too much. Obviously, you know, I want to make a profit. I don't know what a good profit margin is for merch, but I would rather have it be a little bit lower so then it's a little bit cheaper, but I just want to make sure the quality is good. So when I do release merch, say a shirt is like 30 bucks and then a jacket's like 80 bucks and it's like streetwear, like just very low key. And it won't be like flashy merch at all. It's just like streetwear. But yeah, I gotta figure out how many sales I would get because I don't know the way to do it. But I think I order it and then take it somewhere to get embroidered and everything on it. So it's like you order a set amount and then you go from there. Oh, that would actually be cool. A little giveaway for merch. That would actually be very sick. No, you are chilling, dude. You are chilling. I think we would all do a lot of stuff if we all had money, you know? Or a piece. Oh, no. No, why was there 5 guys in the middle of the map? That was so random. You want $1 million? Me too, Lucia. I thought it'd be cool to be a millionaire. Imagine, like, the amount of people you could support. Like, there's this one place near me called Cattails, where they literally have lions and tigers and stuff, but they can't really be released into the wild. And the place doesn't make that much money, so I'd like to donate, like, millions to them. So then they can, boost up the habitats, you know? That'd be a great Mr. Beast video. Like, making a zoo look way better. My grandma donated 2 horses to them once. Oh, we just freaking popped off. Like, she actually donated 2 horses, and they killed the horses, and they fed it to the tigers. Yo, Biggs, what's up, dude? Yeah, I got a gun. Let's go and have some fun. The fuck? Oh, shoot. There's a guy right in the corner. Bro, what? Dude, I literally live in the middle of nowhere, and my grandparents had a few horses, and they gave away 2 of them to this place where they hold tigers and lions, and they literally, like, killed the horses, and fed it to the lions and tigers. Like, that shit was wild. My grandma told me that. I was like, I've never thought I would ever hear someone say that. Oh, no. I was saying that would be a cool Mr. Beast video if he, I don't know what the right word is. If he remodeled the whole zoo. If that's the right word, you know, like where he fixed up the whole zoo and made it like a multi-million-dollar zoo. Because they can't be released into the wild, so it's like, that's the only time I agree with zoos, is when the animal can't be released into the wild. So then it's like, you know, it can be in a zoo or it can die. And a lot of the tigers I think that they have are from other people who illegally had animals, or they rescued them or something. Because I know they didn't just go kidnap them or something. Thought it was going to be like a real good story. Now the horses are dead. Nope. She was just like, I have 5 horses. I only need 3. I'm going to send 2 of them off to Cattails. Oh, let's go. Chat MGB. Easy motherfucking nukes. If you are new to the stream, or if you're watching this in a video, a like is appreciated. And if you want to get better at Call of Duty, definitely recommend hitting the subscribe button down below. And you know, it is free. So if you ever want to unsubscribe, there you go. We're on our way to 100,000. Yeah, this guy knows I'm coming, so I'm going to kill him. Why is there a fucking orgy up here? Jesus. Man, I don't even get matches on Bumble. About to start selling ass. Dude, that one pic that you put on Twitter, dude, you got a dump truck. Put that shit on Bumble. It's free, remember, no problem, because I am a criminal. I make money every day. You're a criminal, Iceman? Let's freaking go, dude. GG's. Dude, these guys are so ass. Imagine if rank play was like this. That'd be so funny. Actually, it kind of is in bronze. Oh, if you gotta drop a nuke in rank, that video would pop off, definitely. Because, like, those videos usually have pretty high watch time. Like the rank play videos. Also, I'm just gonna be a realist with you, Oath. Your thumbnail for your most recent video, straight ass, dude. You gotta work on your thumbnails. If you look at lunchtime, he has some pretty good ones. It's basically just the colors, and then the MW logo looks kind of weird on it. But just get the inspect right, like get it while they're running. I always can make you a couple for free too, just so you have like a good idea. Bronze is hard because you don't expect the players just to stay in the most random spots. Dude, exactly. That's same with these lobbies right now. I looked for an easy lobby. These lobbies can be very hard to drop nukes too because, dude, there's fucking people in their mother's ass crack in the weirdest spots. I'm like, why are you there? What are you doing? Why are you looking back here? Like, you can't read them. But yeah, Oath, I will definitely hit you up with a couple thumbnails. And then you can try to mimic that style. It's like the lunchtime style. Those usually do pretty well on YouTube. SBMM is so stupid. I hate it, dude. I wish there wasn't any SBMM. That would be amazing. No, Rocco, I completely mean it. I just love being a realist with people. Or like giving them truth. You know, because that's how you improve. You know, that's how you be a good friend, chat. You tell your friends the truth. Just straight up. You just be blunt. Unless they're sensitive. But I don't think Oath is sensitive, so I think it's fine. Oh shit, no. Only way to get better, exactly. Literally, the harder your friends are on you, the faster you'll improve because you'll see the mistakes, like, immediately. Give me a ride, motherfucker. Come on, let's go. Let's go. I'm gonna call on the nuke on this, I think. Let's freaking go. Motherfucking nukes in the house. Let's go. Oh, shit, no. Thank you. Oh, let me get back on. No, let me get back on. No, get your ass back here. Oh, shit. Daddy blew up. Oh, let's freaking go, MGP with the Orion. Best M4 setup. Let's go.
Get the nukes, motherfuckers. Eat that shit.
Little bitch like young. I bought a yard today. Let her penny all yellow like a bird.